Good morning. I'm Mike Zisman, the founder and CEO of Golf Genius Software. I want to welcome you, as Billy did. I started this company 4 years ago in 2009, having spent 40 years in the information technology business and played golf for about that amount of time and thought there was a better way to organize golf trips. I was always the guy stuck figuring out who was playing with whom and things like that. And we introduced Golf Trip Genius in 2010, and in November of 2012 introduced Golf League Genius. And since then, basically marketing over the web, we have signed up, as of today, about 750 golf leagues in gated communities, country clubs, and private courses. And our product is also used for golf events and golf outings, corporate outings and things like that. So I'm going to very briefly tell you a little bit about our product. But let me tell you something you already know. I would be willing to guess that virtually everyone in this room has a smartphone, maybe has an iPad, has a PC, has a computer in your pro shop, and yet we all, you, me, everyone else, sends guys out on the golf course with paper scorecards and pencils. So golf, in many ways, is still in catch-up mode. And there's a lot of people finding a better way to do it, and a lot of people building software for it. This is just representative of the 750 leagues that we've signed up so far. And the point here simply is, it's everybody. There's men's leagues, there's women's leagues, there's mixed leagues, there's junior leagues. We do a lot with the first tee. There's kids leagues. One of our first customers, and you saw a quote from the Golf Pro at the Fairwinds Golf Society in Vancouver, it literally is a men's league, a women's league, a couples league, a winner's league. There's like 8 different leagues at this facility using our software. It's not just old guys like me, right? About half the people are over age 50. We have one league. The youngest guy is 73 years old. The league is in Florida. It's called Dillagas. The guy said to me, Mike, you know what Dillagas is? I said, no. He says, do I look like I give a you-know-what? We also have a league called Dillagap, and you know what that means. They use this product. They play Monday, Tuesday, and Friday every week. And he said to me, we're all in God's waiting room. We go from there down to the first tee. You know, young kids using the product, public courses, private courses, gated communities. Golf leagues are, I think, a great way to grow the game. Today we're in 20 states and 4 different countries. We have golf leagues in Belize, of all places. Why golf leagues? This is a quote from Mike Diffie at Pelham, New York. At our club, the ability to offer the members a weekly opportunity to use the club more often is reflecting the club's bottom line. So golf leagues not only bring greens fees, you know, you have 50 guys playing for 30 weeks, that's 1,500 rounds of golf, perhaps late in the afternoon when you wouldn't otherwise have greens fees. It's all the F&B that comes along with it, and the pro shop sales that come along with it. This doesn't mean a lot to you, I'll explain it. One of our first customers was a public golf course near Philadelphia, where we're headquartered, Bella Vista. Public golf course, it's a nice golf course, nothing particular about it, but the golf pro there is a real entrepreneur. He started using our product for golf leagues and said, hey, wait a minute, I could use this for golf outings. And he goes out and sells Monday golf outings and runs golf. So all of those, like Families of Fana, Grasshopper, Lehigh Valley, Lena golf outing, those are 1 or 2 day golf events that he is selling. He's the golf pro. He's not the finance guy. He's not the F&B guy. He's not the course owner. He's the golf pro. I thought of titling this slide Job Security, because he's out there as an entrepreneur. To us, a golf league is all about running events efficiently. And my message to a golf pro is I want you to run golf leagues and spend no time doing it. Because I want to take all the work and put it on that guy who's the league manager, someone in that league who likes to do this stuff. And I turn to that fellow and I say, you know what, I want you to run this golf league, and I don't want you to spend any time doing it because I want to shift the work to all the players. Because most of the work of running a golf league, as you know, is scoring it. In our system, you have a player roster, you say, hey, we're going to have an event next Thursday, click, send invitations. An email goes out to every player that looks like this with whatever text you want in it, literally a playing, not playing button. Golfer clicks playing, comes up and says, great, are you bringing any guests? Yes, I'm bringing John. His index is 14.2. Yes, I want him in the same foursome as me, and I'm bringing other guests. And oh, by the way, here's a special message. I really want an early tee time because I have to go do something in the afternoon. I circled this, 19 August. That's yesterday. I got up this morning, looked on our system, and here was something that came in. Someone was on our website, sent a message. I get these, not every day, but I get these 2 or 3 times a week. I'm looking for software that will do my pairings for me, just pairings. I have a league of 45 ladies who play once a week for 18 weeks. We're looking for software that will create foursomes each week for the number of ladies that are playing that week, and to track who they played with before so we can play with different ladies as much as possible. The software has to keep track of who played, etc., etc., etc. I will tell you, we're the only people in the world who do that. I got into this because I have literally a PhD in operations research, and finally got a chance to use it after 40 years, and I got tired of doing this on my own. But we literally do this sort of scheduling, and we're the only people who can do it. I get these all the time. I said to golf pros from time to time, do you realize that people want to do this? And oftentimes they say, you know, I never really knew that. People show up and they say, here's who's playing today. To us, when you go create pairings, you say, I want to create pairings. I want them to A, B, C, D. I want them to be A, B. I want them by handicap. Or I want you to optimize the indexes so that all the players have about the same index. We go through a whole process to what we do called minimize repeats. Right? Who's playing with whom to mix it up as much as possible. Once you have a schedule, we do automated handicap integration. Right? So we go off to GIN, if you want us to, pick up all the current indexes. We go off to GolfNet. We post the scores to GIN and GolfNet, so we eliminate the need to do all of that. And probably the most powerful part of our system is a tournament manager. If you play in a golf league, and many of you have been around golf leagues, you want to play different games every week. Right? It's not like, oh, we're playing a scramble again. Or, as you know, the most common game in any golf league is best 2 balls of foursome. But here, it's, well, no, let's play best 2 balls of foursome, maybe by flight. Let's have an optional skins tournament for anyone who wants to throw in an extra $5. It's getting kind of slow. It's the middle of the summer. Let's set up an aggregate stable for the next 4 weeks, but we'll drop everyone's last round. And if you're a ladies' league, we probably want to have an all-season ringer board. You just create those tournaments. In many cases, you're just pulling them up from your library once you've created them. You click score, and we score all the tournaments. So whether you have 1 tournament or 50 tournaments, it makes no difference to us. We're going to score all of them all at one time. We also, you see on the right, have this bottom-up approach to tournaments. Rather than say, here's what we do, it's, well, what do you want to play? I want to play stroke play. Oh, you want to play stroke play? Well, do you want to play player versus partner, player versus foursome, pair versus pair, pair versus foursome, pair versus flight, foursome versus flight, foursome versus field. Oh, you want to play foursome versus flight? Well, how many balls? 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls, all balls. I want to vary it by hole. I want to tell you how many balls to count on white flags, yellow flags. I want to vary it by par. You know, I want to play 3 balls on the par 4s and 2 balls on the par 3s. It's unbelievable how people go to create all these different tournaments. We recommend that players enter the scores themselves. So we provide an online app. It's free, downloadable, it's part of our system, iPhone and Android. And what you see on the left is the guy just goes hole to hole. There's lots of products that do this. There's nothing magic here. The point is, the golf pro's not entering scores. The guy who runs the league's not entering scores. The players are entering the scores, hole by hole. We also have real-time scoring, so you can see at any moment in time the status of all those tournaments. You can also look right here on the iPhone and see the status of all the tournaments. We go a really, really long way in real-time leaderboards, because part of my goal is to say to someone who's running a league of those 72-year-old guys in Florida, this league is going to be run as well as the U.S. Open. You're going to be able to go online. You're going to be able to look at the state of these tournaments moment by moment. You click on any player in blue, it opens up and shows you hole-by-hole scores for all the rounds. If this is a, happens to be a seniors tournament over 3 rounds, it's going to show that to you. You can go in and change it. So we have that. We also have a, TV display, which lots of people hook up in the clubhouse. And this thing is just rotating through, showing you all the tournament results. The beauty of it is, you can literally in 3 minutes go out and say to people, do you want to run an ad here? Because we can pull in a PDF, and as we cycle through the tournaments, we next cycle through ads. Your revenue, I have nothing to do with it, right? Or we have leagues that do this, for special tournaments, they have scoring stations, say on 6-9 or 3-6-9. Someone grabs your card, enters the scores, and by the way, using our app, takes photos of you on the next tee. Those photos are immediately going into our app. Someone's sitting there, click, click, click. If you come over to our demo, you'll see this. And so you're going through the tournaments, and then you're seeing the photos. Imagine someone walking, where I am at Marion Golf Club, from 18 green to 1 tee, walking by a TV screen and sees photos of him teeing off on 17 3 minutes ago. Now, if you don't think people like that, you've been asleep. There's nothing people like more in golf than to see photos of themselves, and it's not, let's get the 4 of us here holding our club. Because I say, what do you do when you go home with that photo of the 4 of you on the first tee holding that club? What do? You throw it away. You show a guy when he finally had a really good-looking swing on the 17th tee, that gets framed. So we're very big on the social aspects of this. I talk about an event, we played golf, an experience. We had lunch, we had dinner, we're in the pro shop, a relationship. There's a website that people can go back to, share photos and things like that. The strongest part of our league, the strongest part of our product that's most important to a golf pro is what we call our member portal. When this guy's running a league, that league manager can create what we call a member portal tailored any way they want. It's literally like an iPhone. I want to take player standings and put them on this page, team standings on this page, tournament results on this page, analytics on this page. I don't want to have league talk. I don't like that, a Facebook-like system, but I want photos here. That means that a member of the league, my motto is no phone calls to the pro shop. A member of that league can log in, say whether they're playing or not, can look at tee sheets, can look at tournament results, can add comments, can add photos, can comment on photos, virtually everything they need to know about the league, both in the future, who's playing with whom, and in the past, all the tournament results are available. This turned out to be, I think, the most valuable part of our product. People spend hours formatting these websites. Partners, we started out in the league business but got pulled into tournaments. We've had incredible success in Canada. I wish I could explain why. I really do. We have many, many leagues in Canada. We are the official scoring system of the PGA of Canada. Just did the PGA of Canada Senior Score last week. We're the official scoring system of the PGA of Ontario, the PGA of Ottawa, a number of youth leagues in Canada. We work with the First Tee. I'm a big believer in what the First Tee does. Frankly, we provide our software for free for all the league chapters. They run all sorts of tournaments using our software, and we work with lots of other organizations, including the Golf Association of Philadelphia, where we're located. So join us. I hope this has given you some idea of it. I believe in golf leagues. I think golf leagues are a great way to grow the game. I think people like to play in leagues. I think it's an enormous source of revenue, whether you're a public course or a private course running outings. We're at booth 808. Be glad to continue the demo, answer any questions you have. Thank you very much.